Top diplomats from the world's richest and largest developing nations opened talks on Friday with an appeal from the Indonesian host for an end to Russia's war in Ukraine. As the foreign ministers from the Group of 20 confront multiple crises, including the lingering effects of the coronavirus pandemic, all are overshadowed by the war in Ukraine and its ripple effects, Indonesian Foreign Minister Retno Marsudi told the opening session in Bali. She appealed for unity among the group, which included Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, and several European counterparts, despite signs that any consensus on the matter would remain elusive. She noted that poor and developing countries now face the brunt of fuel and grain shortages resulting from the war in Ukraine, and said that the G20 has a responsibility to step up to deal with the matter or risk losing the world's faith in the multilateral rules based on international order that emerged after World War II.
The G20 FMM discussed two very important issues, namely strengthening multilateralism as well as addressing food and energy security. Colleagues, my recollection as chair of what transpired in the meeting as follows. The G20 Foreign Minister was held at a time of great challenges. While recognizing that pandemic recovery remains a global priority, the world must now also address the impact of the war in Ukraine. Participants expressed deep concern about humanitarian consequences of the war, as well as its global impact on food, energy, and finance. Participants called for full and consistent adherence to the UN Charter as well as applicable international law. Some members expressed condemnation on the act of invasion. The war has caused tremendous suffering to the civilian population, and there is a need to ensure safe and unhindered access for timely delivery of humanitarian assistance for those in need. Participants share the same views that trust among nations is important to create a conducive environment for peace and stability. There is a strong push from many participants for an immediate end to the war and peaceful resolution of conflict through diplomacy and negotiations.
Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov on Friday said that there was no room for negotiations with the West if it is aiming for a Ukrainian victory over Russia on the battlefield. Speaking to the media at the Group of 20 summit in Bali, Indonesia, Lavrov said that the West essentially is not allowing Ukraine to transition to the peacemaking process. Russia's top diplomat also said that he did not care about some of his G20 colleagues refusing to stand next to him in front of the cameras. The meeting in Bali was just underway when news emerged. Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe had been shot and killed while giving a campaign speech. Lavrov said that he was essentially the first one to start his speech by expressing condolences over the passing of Abe.
Если Запад хочет переговоров, то ему надо это иметь в виду. Если же он хочет не переговоров, а победы Украины над Россией на поле боя, потому что звучат и те, и другие заявления, кто за переговоры, а кто за военную победу, то тогда, наверное, говорить просто с Западом не о чем, потому что он этими своими подходами, по сути дела, не позволяет Украине перейти к мирному процессу. Встреч со мной, заявлений, что они будут со мной фотографироваться. Я же никого не приглашал фотографироваться, поэтому и вообще не приглашал никого никуда. Меня пригласила Индонезия. Как Индонезия пригласила и президента Путина на саммит, который будет